other team members can use it, right? Thank you very much. And once again, thank you everyone for joining Visible CEO live session, CEO training, where we talk about team leads who have been promoted and those who have not been promoted. Make sure that you learn what we are doing, because next time when you will be promoted, you know what to do. All right. So that's, and remind me, by the way, before we leave today, there is a major news about our diamond task. So one news about that, and then one query that we have in the group, all right, from Mr. Awais. So we'll answer that one as well. I'll just try to make sure that we cover both of them before we leave today, inshallah. So I'll turn off one camera now, and I want to make sure that I will be able to share my screen, right? That's something that I am struggling with right now. I can see meeting view. Okay, change background live. Turn about for this meeting. What should the purpose put me on the board? But incoming video. Okay, so I am unable to share my screen. Okay, Aslan, so maybe you want to check the option for me. One where I'm logged in through mobile. I want to share my screen, right? I'm unable to share the screen right now. I can share from my other account, but not from the mobile that I've joined.
Please try again.
Okay, now I think it says I'm presenter now, okay. But I don't see the presentation option here. Okay, let me see. Okay, so I am the presenter now, and I am looking at my. Okay, there you go. I can see it. Thank you. It's done. All right, good. All right, everyone. So let me share my screen. Okay. There you go. All right, so we are good. We have 25 people. So last chance, take the screenshot now, because that is where you will get full points. Others who will come later on will not get full score once I turn off my camera. They will get some points, but not full points. All right. So that's why take screenshot now that you can submit and you get full score. That is how things will happen in the future as well, right? Some sessions where you join early and of course you still stay till the end. Of course, you get full marks. Somewhere you are not there and we ask a question, you don't answer, you may miss it. Diamond task will be happening the same way. Multiple engagements will be there. For someone who is engaged in all queries or all tasks within the diamond task itself, you will get full points. Those who will not be answering all the questions, are not available all the time, or in the specific time frame, will miss some points, right? By the way, the important information for the tomorrow's task that we plan, the first diamond task, it's postponed to next week. All right, it's not going to be tomorrow, so take it easy. It's going to be next week. Whereas on Saturday, we'll do the Lean Six Sigma Wild Belt session, right? So we'll announce that as well. It's part of your regular task. So that's good. Now I'll turn off the camera and we'll talk about the application itself, okay? So there you go. A suggestion, please leave your reviews on all the social media platforms, wherever you are, about your experience so far. So how's the engagement? How's the level? Someone mentioned about our training programs or learning programs. That was a good feedback, because we were busy, and if you notice, since Ramadan we didn't do it. That means there are more sessions coming up. So there's a white belt, and then there'll be project management and risk management coming up soon. So I believe you can see my screen, and I will go to VCEO. All right. Aisha, you take screenshot when my camera was on. All right. Now, if you take screenshot where you don't see my picture, I'm not available, you still get points, but not full points. We did not ask you to turn on your cameras. Okay, so here, guys, you can see the screen. So an update, if you Don't see the update. See at the bottom now, you have 6 options, all right? So you see your weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annual updates. We may change this, by the way. We'll see, all right? And then you can see your tasks, all right, throughout the history that you've been working. And then you can see here is option for your notification. It's your profile. So please go to your profile and change whatever needs to be changed, right? So click on edit and update your information. Make sure your phone number is correct. Make sure your emails are correct, because I think in a week or two, the app will be asking you to go and update. And you will have to update through the OTP. And if you are logged out, you need to make sure you have your email correct, because OTP will come to your email. If email is not coming to your inbox, it will come in your most likely in your spam, but it will be there, right? So email verification is already up now. Any given day, you will be asked to do that. So it's better you do it yourself. All right, so this is a new tab that is added. This is about my team management, all right? And then if I go back to my final one, I can see team management, all right? I can also see my task, okay, team's task as well, all right? So that's been added, all right? All those who are team leads need to know these options and how to use it, all right? By the way, there'll be more things coming up in events. So your Lean Six Sigma or other training events will be coming up there. Any images, any pictures you take that reflect VCEO, please share with us, because we'll add that to the event gallery, all right? For example, I think not all of you have these VCEO t-shirts, but if you do, put it on and maybe take a picture. You can share that, right? We can put it in the gallery and something like that, right? So maybe let's say VCEO logo that you have done last time. You're taking picture with it. You can also put that. So we'll put in the gallery. Now, coming back to the case, guys, that's your point history. If you want to see your rank, you can see it there. And what's your team? What's your position? You are the team lead right now. By the way, starting from next week, I mean tomorrow or Thursday, the point deduction will start. So if you do not complete a task, there will be deduction. Right now, there was no deduction. So now, starting next week, deductions will be there. And in 2 weeks, we'll have another promotion. So that will be for supervisors. So you have 2 weeks now. The team leads need to start working. All right. So your task as a team lead is to make sure that you go back and you need to score your teams now. So if I go back to my team management, I can see who are my team members. By the way, I can send them a message. Okay, I believe, can you still see me? Yeah, okay. So I need to go back and look at what my team has done, right? So if I click on this icon there, it's team chat. I can talk to my team members. Now, if my team is not looking at this, of course, that's where the trouble is. And that's what we need to make sure that the team members will share your team members' information with you. So you can call them, you can email them. And that's one of the activity for the team members to verify their teams. All right. That's something that will ask, most likely one of the tasks is in our updated terms and conditions, where VCEO team members and community can talk to each other or can connect you. So if you allow, that means people will be able to, our team members or team leads, your boss in the VCEO competition or in the game can contact you, right? So tomorrow you may become the boss and you have to contact your team members. So that's something that is coming up. You can send your team members message here. Like I send this message. If I click on Ghulam Farid, right? Make sure all team leads, please send message to your team members. And if you are the team member and you receive this message, please reply back, all right? So far, I have not received a response back from my team members, even though I replied, I sent them a message. So that means I need to call them, or maybe I need to send them an email, right? Everyone, all the team members should have maybe 7 to 8 people in their teams, all right? Or 5 to 8. Most likely, you will not have more than 8. So make sure if you have more than 8, please let us know, right? So we'll do the proper distribution. My team members, if they complete the task based on our average task, will get some bonus points as well. So the best team will get best score. Make sure that that's, the purpose is collaboration, purpose is engagement. Teams are engaged, teams are working fine. So make sure that's happening, okay? If so far things are okay, please type in the chat if everything is going fine. Type in the chat if everything is going fine. Suhail asked the team management task, he cannot see it. Okay, most likely you don't see it because you did not update your application. So please go back to your iPhone, Apple Store or Google Store, and you can update VCEO from there. Once you update, you can see all the tabs. So for the team member, as I said, if you are the team lead, you will be able to see the team members. If you're only the team member, you will not be able to see this font where you have your team members, because you are the team member. The screen that I'm showing you is for the team leads. That could be another reason that if you don't see the tab, right, which I believe is not correct, right, because you should be able to see it. As a team member, you can also see it, but it shows you the other team members. And you can send message to your team members as well. Okay. All right. So one thing that, as you mentioned in our policy, anyone contact anyone is fine as long it's ethical, it's professional, it's about work, it's good. But if anyone is being unethical, please report, let us know so we can take care of it. Okay, so let me go back and share my screen again. Okay, so just 1 minute there. Just okay, I'm trying to find my app there and turn on. Yeah, there you go. All right, so you can see my screen again. All right, so what you are seeing here is your team members. You can contact them. So I suggest all the team leads to please contact your team members. Make sure you are in touch, all right? So at least the communication starts. You can talk to them, they can talk to you. We have the groups, so please share the groups with all your team members and have everyone join WhatsApp groups, because that's where I think for better communication as well, okay? Um, Everyone should follow the channels. So any news that comes in, especially on the VCEO official channel, everyone can hear it or can see it, can know what's going on. Apart from that, please join LinkedIn VCEO group, and also the page for Facebook. So then you go to the last one and you can see Teams task. We are working still on few of the items, right, to make it better. But as a team lead, you are the one who's supposed to go and you will score your team members. So that's a big change. From now on, or starting from next week, we as VCO team will not score you. You are the one, as a team lead, will score your team members. We'll only score the team leads. So we have like 120, 130 some team leads. We'll score them. But the team members, which is 800 plus, 1000 something, you are the one who will be scoring them. We'll share the scoring model. We'll share the details based on where the directions are. So I think in a day or two, you'll receive that. All the team leads will share that in the group. We'll post that on our LinkedIn and on our proper channels. So for example, if we have Avaz scoring his team, he needs to make sure that if he deducts some points, he deduct based on the proper criteria. Otherwise, he should not deduct. Now, if he do things in a wrong way, or any team lead will do the wrong scoring, they are the one who will be penalized. So let's get on. This is the proper teamwork we're talking about. The purpose is again to engage, to work together, to make sure that we bring this ecosystem, which is marketing, but then again, supposed to have this excitement. All right. So you being the team lead in original professional work, you have teams. You're supposed to have teams, and teams will do the proper work. And you need to make sure that everything is done in a right way. Okay, so that's one part, everyone. You look at your, for example, this is the live training level at VCEO, and I can see this is my team member, right? So training all specialty, all right? So if I go back to this one, okay, right now it's not showing me the data. Maybe it's not submitted yet, all right? But as soon as someone will submit, I'll be able to see my data, and I should be able to score them, all right? So this is one of the tasks not assigned to the user, all right? So because remember, some tasks this time, there are some tasks we assign to the team leads and some to the team members. Like not everyone has the uh, same task or same item to post on LinkedIn or Facebook or other areas. So that's one change that we also have. So in the future, when you become supervisor and other positions, you will be actually getting different tasks. All right. So just to give an idea, normally I believe that some of my team members have not submitted, or in fact, actually, I'm not going to score them this week. So starting from next week, I will be able to see their task based on what the task was. You need to score them, and you need to score them honestly. All right, maintain the integrity. Most likely, when you score them, you'll also be able to see a chat where you can mention if you deduct the score, why. All right, or if you deduct and you submit, they will be able to pinpoint why my score is deducted, and then you can reply them back like this is the reason. So there's a proper communication happening back and forth starting from next week. All right. So just want to make sure that this is the new tabs that I have added and the options that are being added in your one of the menus. So make sure that all of you have your updated VCO version. Now, in case if someone doesn't have it, I think Avaz shared on maybe you need to log out and then log in again. All right. So that's when your option will be available. All right. So that's one part. Now, the other part, there was a query about LinkedIn, right? So if I go to LinkedIn, that's a good query, all right? See, at the end of the day, we want to add value to your profile. For those who are using LinkedIn for the first time, and some of you have like maybe what, 100 or maybe less than 1,000 followers, right? Maybe less than 100 even. The idea is that your visibility should be there. You need to learn how to use LinkedIn. Now, one thing is if you go back to the groups, for those who do not have groups, they are joining groups for the first time, all right? That's one thing. Secondly, that's if I click on groups, all right? So for me, I have, you can join, I think 50 groups at a time. So you don't, we ask you to join 3 groups. You shouldn't join only 3. You can join like maybe 10. That's number one. In Saudi Arabia, in Dubai, in UAE, in all over the world, if you can join, all right? For example, SAP community, that group, I have submitted a post, but they did not approve yet, all right? Which is fine, but doesn't mean that I will only stick to this group, all right? I will go back and I will also put something in a different group. So that's IO for Riyadh. That's a different group, all right? When I submit there, it was posted, all right? So that's basically the idea. You can post your groups, or you can post your post in a different groups as well. You don't have to stick to one only. All right. So look into it where you can post. By the way, if your post is unethical, unprofessional, that's when people will not like it. But if it's not something which is unethical, then you should not worry about it. Okay. Why people join these groups? To get the knowledge, to get the information, to see what's going on, what's happening. So you telling people that there's a training coming up or there is a business continuity consultants available or qualified organization available, that is something nice. It's not something wrong or something bad with this. All right. So Roshan shared this one. It's a good idea when we all support each other. So why don't we go and like the post that our colleague from VCU has posted something? We can even write some message there, right? I mean, something nice, even though it will not gain you points, but it's a good idea to support each other. So that's just how things supposed to work out. Be observant, and that's a good question. When Avaz said, "What if some people will kick us out?" Now they will kick you out if you do something wrong. They kick you out if you are doing something like, for example, I have a group here. It's called BCI. All right, somewhere here. I am not going to post my business continuity in BCI, even though maybe people want, I mean, my right audience might be there, but I know they are the one who are doing business continuity by themselves. So I will not post in BCI group, right? I'm trying to look for it while I'm talking to you. So my attention is diverted and I don't find it. But anyway, so the idea is if I don't post in that specific group because I know it might be competing with them, right? So I don't, yeah, this one, BCI chapter Saudi Arabia, I don't post it there, but that's fine. If I don't post it, that's okay. There's no issues, right? I have other groups. There are thousands of other groups where I can go and post. So that's fine. You know, the query that you have now, we didn't ask you to post in like hundreds of groups. We only asked to post in 3. So that means it should not be a problem. The problem comes in when we ask to post something which is unethical or something which is not good or something which is like we asked you to post in like hundreds of groups. That's basically where you are there's a specific word for it, right? um, it's not scamming, it's actually a word where you are marketing for spamming, right? So we're not asking you to spam. 3 groups is not spamming. So it's basically, imagine that because of you, someone attend a training or get a BC implementation and get a raise. Imagine someone, they will get certification and they become promoted. So, or, let's say they find a job, and that happened, by the way. We had people, I especially remember Sarah, she took green belt with us, and then she got a job in GE. All right, I'm talking about here in Riyadh. So people, they may become certified, they may get a job. They may become certified, they may get opportunities. So or they may get raised in their companies. So at the end of the day, they will be thanking you that you did good for them because you promoted, you sent this information to them. So don't think that we will be asking you to do something unethical or wrong. All right. And at the end of the day, you are not talking about you have not joined VCO as a company. VCO is a game, it's a competition. So that's one part that where you are promoting or you mention whenever you mention VCO as a part of the VCO competition, all right, or gamified competition. So that's promotion for you personally and for your company as well. If company don't want it, that's fine. Don't name the company. But your own spotlight is based on VCEO game or VCEO spotlight in this competition. All right. So that's all, everyone. I just wanted to make sure that you know that there's a team lead happening. There are options available. I think give us maybe a day or two. Like by Thursday, your option should be up and running and should be available. Then you should be able to test it, and you should be able to score your teams. So AI scoring will be coming up later on. So it will become 2. All right, like your scoring and your AI scoring, there'll be a formula that will be added together, right? So your final score will become from your boss and from your AI. Scoring that your boss will do will be audited. Scoring that we are, or my team, VCO team is doing for the bosses, for the team leads and supervisors and so forth, will be audited. All right. Um, I think that's all for me. You have any questions, please let me know. One query, by the way, coming from Ikram, I believe, all right, that he wanted to know who are the people who have used, okay, I'll share my screen again. Who are the people that who are part of his reference, all right? So that's a good question. If I go back to my VCEO, all right, I should be able to see my options. My options are available where I can see who, I get 50 points because of my referrals. So if I go back here and I look at my points history, I can see people who use 50 points and who are those guys, right? So that's Shehzad Nasser, all right, and so forth. So this is where you can go back and look into your people's history. Now, are they active or not active? Now you get referral score if they complete at least one task, because completing one task means they became active. So that's when they will get that's when you get 50 points. Otherwise, you will not get 50 points. So that's one part. So if you see 50 points that coming to you, that is because of your. By the way, I don't get scores, right? So that's why you don't see my score there. So if you don't see 50 points because you ask like some Ibrahim or Khalid to join and they did not join, that's fine. That means they maybe joined but they were not active. So if they're not active, you don't get 50 points. If you get 50 points, that's when they become active, and you can see their name or their username at this option. So if you need to know who are they, you can see there. And now you also know your team members. By the way, your team members, not importantly or not specifically your referrals. They are anyone from the system. Recording will be available, yes, inshallah, right? And we'll upload most likely, if not today, then tomorrow, so others can watch it. And there is no session tomorrow. As I said, your diamond task is moved to next week, all right? So don't worry now. We may move it on next week, Wednesday. We'll see, all right? But it's not tomorrow. All right, everyone. Thank you very much. You have any questions, please let me know so we can answer. Anyone wants to type in the chat, please type and so we can answer. Okay, so how can we know who is our team leader? If you go to your points history, you can see your team lead name. Under your rank, it shows your team lead name, okay? Let me just turn on the camera one more time, all right? I just want to show you here. You see that one? Okay, maybe you can see the other way around. But under the rank, it says team lead. So my team lead is Ali Raza, right? Remember, I told you I have two accounts, one for the testing and one to make sure that our app is running fine. By the way, I'm not a part of competition anyways, right? So that's how you can see who's your team lead. And your team lead, I highly recommend everyone to message your team members and please reply back to your team members, all right? Question was asked, so people make 10 to 15 accounts a day. Simon, no, that's not correct anymore. Um, Even if someone is making fake accounts, first of all, they have to confirm their emails through OTP, all right? That's number one. Secondly, uh, there will be, we earlier call people, all right? By the way, my first round of audit, I did it myself. So I called people to make sure that they are there and they're right people and everything, right? So that's where we had deductions, where we deducted about 10,000 points from few members because the accounts were not correct and fake and all. So if it's still happening, for sure there'll be deductions coming up, right? So don't worry. But I don't see fake accounts right now, to be honest, all right? But if anyone see, please report it to us. Okay, so yeah, Yumna, what is the question? I see a question mark, but I don't see what you ask. Are there some problem? Login nahi ho raha. Okay, so that's fine. You should be able to log in like anytime. There should not be a problem. Maybe internet is slow or something, but yeah, you should be able to find. I'm a team leader. What if my team member is not active enough? After messages and call, then what we do? What we are going to do, as Ikram requested for his referrals number, we'll be able to share you the numbers of your team members. So all the team leads should be able to get their team members' number and email. You should be able to call them. And if the call is not correct, and by the way, that's verification also. You are going to verify that, okay, you know what? For example, I'm calling this Khalid and this guy's number is not correct and the email bounced back. Reported to us, that means this is a fake account. Well, it should not be because they already gained some points. So all the team members that you have, they're all active members. They're not inactive members. But in case if still you find out the number is not there or email is bouncing back, report your team members to us so that we can remove them. And we verify them and then we can remove or replace your team members. So this coming week, we'll be able to share your team members' contact numbers and emails so that you can talk to them, right? So again, remember, it's a virtual company, but still your team, still you need to compete. And again, imagine, let's say, Awais becomes our CEO at the end of the game, and he has his five or six maybe CXOs, and he has his corporate directors, and he has his teams. I don't know, maybe he would like to share his 100,000 with his team. All right, that could happen. And maybe you're part of the team. So everyone gets the benefit. So that's something that, again, remember, objective is not just to win. I mean, cash prize is one part, but that's just an additional benefit. You are learning to grow. You're learning to be the team lead. I mean, this can go into your profile in your resume that you have been a team lead for, like, where you manage, being a director, you will have maybe 10 supervisors, and 10 supervisors will have 10 different team leads. All the 10 team leads will have, 8 to 10 members in the teams. So you are actually managing 1,000 people. So that's how it's supposed to work out. This is going to become your great learning exposure. That's basically what you want to do. So at the end of the day, your activities, your learning, your how to market, how to use your social media platforms in the right way, in a correct way. There is a session coming up, inshallah, most likely next week, is about how to make money online. Right? We'll do that session. We have done that earlier through our Ithaca learning program, but now we'll do it for our team members. It'll be open to public, but majorly for our VCU members, which means you can earn through marketing, you can earn through sales, you can earn through being a trainer, being a coach, multiple ways, multiple things. So we'll discuss some ideas on how people can make money while they are online. All right, so something that will help people, help everyone, inshallah. All right, thank you. So yeah, are there any other questions? Someone mentioned point history show our points, and points are higher than others shown on the ladder board. Okay. So, okay, Ghazala, I am not sure when you say on the leaderboard, there are points. Okay, so point history, show your points. Okay. And then points are higher than others. I'm not getting you. What exactly are you saying? Is your leaderboard is not accurate as per your points? That's what you're saying? By the way, there's weekly and monthly and quarterly leaderboard, right? So monthly is different, and weekly is different, and quarterly is different. Okay, everyone, any other questions? All right, thank you, everyone. Yeah, someone asked about 5,000 points while done kaise hoga. Okay, so yeah, we'll start next week, inshallah, right? Because you're working on some framework. Um, Basically, if you think about it, Diamond Task is majorly for those who are freshly joined, right? Or the team members, because team leads are already like 5,000 plus or 4,000 plus. So that they will not get maybe 5,000, they may get 2,500, like half of the points, because they also need to get some benefit, right? So, but those who are behind the game, they need some points so that they can get into the game, right? The competition should be, available for all. If someone is at 1,000 point, imagine they get 5,000 score, they will get 6,000. So they will go actually, they'll be ahead of me. All right. But in the future, they will not get 5,000 points score. They will get maybe 2,500. Someone else will get 5,000. And not everyone will get 5,000 points. There'll be a limit of people who will gain the points. So again, we are working on the structure, and once it's ready, we'll share with you. One task was about marketing expert work. This is a job Okay, no, that is not a job. That's a task that we have. We don't have a specific job in marketing right now. All right. But yes, if you think about this, and if you become an expert in these marketing activities, you can join a company who have those social media marketing jobs. And we get some jobs over time as well from clients, from different people. But if you have developed your marketing expertise, I mean, if you're an expert, send me your CV separately. All right. Let's take a look. And maybe you can get or land a job. I would like to ask certification process for VCEO program. Could you please confirm? Yes, that's right. So all those people who are part of VCEO, there will be for sure some benefits for active members. One certification VCEO is providing are on trainings. For example, it's coming through our training company, which is Smart at the Cause. So Smart at the Cause get you Lean Six Sigma White Belt certification. Once you take White Belt, they give you the certification for free. Um, then there's a project management training. Then there is risk management training. So in Q2, we are working on the calendar. So there's some trainings coming up, and for all those trainings, you get attendance certificate. All right. Those who want to become certified, like for example, green belt or PMP certified, or those, they can take the proper training and exam, and they can become certified as well. So but those are paid ones. All right. Some trainings that are free, you will get the certificate. And of course, those who are paid, you get certificate for that as well. And being part of a VCU active member, there are benefits there, right? So inshallah, that will announce most likely next month. Those who will be an active member starting from April, because CQ1 is learning, understanding, see where we are, what's going on. So those will be start joining, from now on, and majorly in the month of May, they will get some quite good benefits. And being an active member, of course, you will get your certificate being part of VCEO. Okay, Minhal, no, time and task is not tomorrow, right? So I've mentioned earlier, it is delayed. It will be next week, inshallah. All right. I would like to know if both team members and team leaders will be awarded. Yes, yes. So I'll see. Uh, Everyone who participate VCO, because he will have records, right? So we'll look into the task. For example, if you have been completing tasks since you joined, you have been an active member. So all the active members will get certificate, appreciation certificates. Then again, what position did you get up to the maximum? For example, you became director, but then you were demoted. It's a game, right? So there are reductions in the points, and you become a team member again. Still, we will give you certificate of reaching appreciation certificate of reaching to the level of director in VCO competition. So everyone will get that certificate, inshallah, right to the maximum position they reach. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Take care. We'll see you, inshallah. Okay. Please make sure add your referrals, friends, people. Remember, it's a free application. There's no membership. If someone is offering money to someone, you find out, let us know. All right. It's free membership. There is nothing to buy in the app itself. So your referrals will get benefit, inshallah. All right. Take care, guys. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.